When we think about AI tools, our minds usually jump straight to productivity, stats, and efficiency. But what if one of the biggest AI tools out there created a feature that was, well, all about you? Today, we're going to dive into ChatGPT's Your Year feature, which is a really unique look back at your own intellectual journey. I mean, seriously, think about that for a second. What if you could walk through a gallery where every single piece on the wall was a thought you had, an idea you explored? This isn't just a boring log of your activity. No, this is a curated exhibition showing how all your thoughts connected and grew over time. And that's the whole idea we're exploring today. And this idea comes to life in the Your Year with ChatGPT recap. Now, here's the absolute key. This is a personalized, reflective experience. It's not a productivity report telling you how many words you generated. It's designed to show you your intellectual growth, how your fragmented ideas, those little sparks, evolved into fully structured thinking. Okay, so to really get a feel for how this all works, we're going to look at a specific case study. See, the recap uses these cool archetypes to help us make sense of our own thinking patterns. So, let's meet one of them. So, based on how you interact with the tool all year, the recap assigns you an archetype. And this isn't just some random label. It's a really thoughtful profile of your own unique style of thinking, learning, and creating. And here it is. For our explainer today, we're focusing on the architect. This archetype is defined by this really beautiful balance between super rigorous technical discipline on one side and this free-flowing creative insight on the other. And get this. This is what's really wild. Only 3.9% of users are actually identified as the architect. That just goes to show you how specific and, frankly, how rare this particular blend of traits really is. So, what really makes an architect tick? Well, at its heart, it's this fascinating mashup of two forces we usually see as complete opposites: the structured, predictable world of logic and the messy, unpredictable realm of intuition. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got that technical discipline. Everything is precise, aligned, structured. It's the world of calculators and blueprints. But then, on the other side, you have creative insight. This is where you find the seeds of new ideas. You find meaning in the pauses, and you work with things like unfinished scripts. It's the art and the science, together. I love this quote. You built a system with an engineer's heart. It just nails it, right? It tells you that an architect's precision isn't cold or robotic. It's driven by passion. That engineer's heart means the systems they build aren't just functional. They're deeply personal creations. Okay, this next one is just poetry. Literally, turned retraced logic into rhyme. It perfectly captures what the architect does. They take a logical, almost rigid framework, that retraced logic, and they somehow transform it into something expressive and beautiful, into rhyme. And this one really gets deep, showing the connection between the architect's inner state of mind and their actual work. For them, technical precision isn't just a skill they have, it's a direct reflection of their inner calm and focus. Pretty profound, right? All right, so that's the theory behind the architect. But now let's actually take a walk through their personal gallery and see how these abstract ideas are turned into something visual and real for the user. First up, you get this amazing personalized artwork that just captures the whole vibe of your year. For our architect, we get this piece, still life with chart lines and coffee mug. How perfect is that? The technical and the personal sharing the same space. And it's not just pictures. The recap actually writes a poem about your year. I mean, how cool is that? This verse here summarizes the architect's whole journey, turning a year of structure and discipline into a genuine story. The recap also gives you these little nuggets of wisdom. They're kind of like fortunes, but they're based on your actual habits. This one points out that patterns show up not just in the data, but in the pauses in between. A perfect little insight for an architect. Here's another great one. Your systems will teach you something new when you stop trying to perfect them. This speaks directly to that balance we were talking about, knowing when to let go of that rigid control and just let discovery happen. And this one is a real confidence booster for the architect. It celebrates their core skill, creating systems that are so clear and well organized, they basically explain themselves. It's a testament to their hard work. Now, you might be thinking this is all a bit poetic, but don't worry, it's all grounded in your actual data. The recap still includes key stats and milestones, like pinpointing your single most active day of the entire year, in this case, August 18th. It connects all that poetry right back to reality. Okay, so we've taken a really deep dive into the architect, but the real power here isn't just about this one type. It's about what your patterns can tell you.
So let's zoom out and talk about why this matters for everyone, no matter what your archetype is.
So, why does any of this matter? Well, for one, this kind of reflection helps you actually see your own growth in a way you can understand. It lets you visualize how all those scattered thoughts eventually became structured projects. You can recognize long-term patterns in your work, and, just as important, you get to celebrate those aha moments.
And that brings us to a final question to chew on. If your year of work, of thinking, of creating was a story, what was its theme? Was it about building systems, like the architect? Was it about exploring wild creative ideas? This recap gives you a brand new lens to find that answer for yourself.